Sharon, are you in your room?
Oh, home already, are we?
What do you mean I always come home at this time? Look, Sharon, I don't really want to tell you over and over, but can you really not do anything about this sofa in the living room?
Huh? What is it, Mrs. Brown?
You were eating cookies while on the sofa, weren't you? There are crumbs everywhere. Can't you at least clean up your own mess?
Things like that should be taken care of by the people who are bothered by it.
What?
I didn't find it messy at all. You're the one who found it messy, so shouldn't you be the one to clean it up, Mother? Just because I'm your son's wife and agree to live with you doesn't mean I'm responsible for everything around the house. So stop asking me to do everything, will you?
Agree to live with me?
That's right. To be honest, I'm not really excited having to look after an old lady. But still I agreed to come and live here, so I think I deserve some appreciation. If you want me to help, you better treat me better.
That's how you saw this?
I'm busy taking pictures for Instagram, so could you please go and clean the sofa, which was apparently so dirty? Go and make some dinner while you're at it, too. You went out again, Beth? Honestly, I don't know where you go off to every day, but you really don't get tired of it, do you?
What? But
You're obviously in good shape if you can go off somewhere every day like that. There's really no excuse for you not to do the housework, right?
Sharon, you've got to do some of the housework too, you know?
What?
We talked about this when you moved in. I have a job and have to go to work while you're a housewife. I'm not telling you to do everything, but you gotta pull your own weight if you're gonna live here.
What is this job of yours you're talking about?
What do you mean?
I don't see how going out every day is a job. Hold on. Please don't tell me that going to the casino every day to gamble is this job you're talking about. I'd hate it if my husband's mother was a gambling addict.
Why you? Just what do you think I am exactly?
Huh? Well, a lonely old widow who lost the husband supporting her, I guess? Of course, we couldn't just leave someone like that alone. Which is why my husband and I reluctantly agreed to move in and take care of you. I'll say this one more time. If you want me to take care of you after you retire, you better treat me with a bit more respect. How you treat me now will determine my attitude towards you later on. Understand?
So that's how you saw this situation? I knew it.
If you don't like it, you can always just leave, you know. Now that your husband is gone, the house is now our property.
It seems that you've got even that wrong.
Actually, could you just leave already? No matter how many times I tell you, you never improve. Not even a single apology. I just can't bear you anymore. Obviously, this means I won't be taking care of you anymore.
I see. It seems the two of us just can't get along with each other. I'm not going to cause you any more trouble.
Thanks for being so understanding. Just know that if you come crying later on begging for me to look after you once you're old and helpless, that I won't do a thing.
That's never gonna happen, so don't worry.
Really? Well, good luck on your own. Mrs. Brown, I heard that you were almost kicked out of the house. Are you all right?
Oh, hello, Amanda. You heard the news?
I heard from Sharon. She's told me that she's put up with you and kicked you out. And that you might come and leech on us here instead.
Well, well.
I have no idea on what she means by leeching on us. Sharon's the one who should get out.
Truly.
What did her husband have to say about it? It doesn't matter whether it's his wife or not. This is going too far.
He's been abroad on work for 10 days now. I plan on talking to him about this incident, but he won't be home for another 2 months or so.
Well, it's the times, I guess. It's hard these days to just go in and out of the country.
Well, I did want to part with her. I guess I got my wish granted. Anyways, it seems that I need to find a new place to live.
Mrs. Brown? If you like, you can come here and live with us until you find a new place to live.
Really?
You see, I already talked about it with my husband and he said I should contact you and invite you to come and stay with us. I know you prefer to be on your own, but I thought that your current priority should be to get away from Sharon as soon as possible.
I guess so. You seem to understand me much more than Sharon does. So I might just take on your offer and stay over there until I find a new place to live.
We'll be glad to have you. My. So, now you're going to your other son's family? I knew it! You really had to find someone else to leech off of, now that I'm not there to help you, huh? It's just sad, really.
It seems you won't understand unless I spoon-feed it to you, so I'll explain it carefully. I'm only going to be staying at Charles' place until I find a new place to live.
What? That's what you're saying now, but you plan on staying in the inn, aren't you? I mean, I guess it can't be helped. You're an old lady with no income of her own.
It seems that there's a big understanding here. I have a job, you know.
Huh?
I'm a manager at Ford, you know, the car manufacturer. There's a huge signboard near the station, so I'm pretty sure even you have heard of it. I've been working there ever since I graduated junior college.
Really? Ford? So where you were going every day was...
I wasn't going out. I was going to work every day from Monday to Friday.
Oh, so that's what that was.
Did you really not notice anything even after living together for 1 month?
I always thought that you were just off having fun somewhere.
Didn't I tell you that I had a job when we talked about who would do what around the house?
What? Really?
Also, I already have a plan for when I retire, so no need to worry about me. I already saved up some money so as to not be a burden to my sons and their families. My sons already know about this.
Is that so?
Anyways, didn't you two only move in with me in the first place since the company house you rented had to be renewed? You two were supposed to move out once it was over, right?
But I thought that we were going to be staying here permanently.
Jesus, you seem to have not understood a thing. I wonder what the conversation we had before you moved in was for.
But
that's why you were so aggressive towards me. You thought that I was the one who needed help? You really should be more careful about your behavior from now on, Sharon.
wait, does that mean... Mother, why does it say that you sold the house? I understand that you already have your retirement planned out, but you can't just go and sell our property. This is a crime. You hear me? I'm telling the police. Wait, don't tell me that this is how you planned on getting the money for your retirement?
Sharon, honestly, I'm not even surprised anymore. You've got it all wrong again. That house is my property, not yours.
What? What do you mean, your property?
That house used to be my uncle's. He never had any children, so it was passed down to me, his nephew. That house has been my property ever since he passed.
That's impossible!
I've fond memories of that house, but ultimately I decided that it should be sold.
Why not just give it to your eldest son instead of selling it off? Why'd you have to sell it?
It's because I had decided that if there were any arguments concerning the house's ownership, I would sell it without any second thoughts. Weren't you the one who started it by kicking me out?
But still...
There's no point arguing anymore. The sale's already done.
It's my fault?
I heard that the renewal of the company house finishes this month. Whether you do or do not understand what I said, pack up and move out by the end of next month. Will you?
Beth, why? What happened? Your son told me he wanted to divorce as soon as he got back. He even said that we're not going to be moving to the company house anymore.
Ah, so that's how he handled it?
What? What do you mean?
I told my sons about the conversations we've been having ever since you moved in.
You what?
I'm not surprised, really. You don't listen to a word I say and seem to get everything wrong. On top of that, you talk down to his mother and treat her like some sort of maid. No wonder he wanted to get a divorce.
How is it my fault? How was I supposed to know that you had a job and the house was yours?
What do you mean, how was I supposed to know? I'm pretty sure I explained this to you quite clearly. Honestly, I'm amazed someone can just ignore what people say as well as you do. Either way, that attitude itself is enough reason for anyone to not want to bother you. My son has every reason to want a divorce.
But that's so unfair! I don't want to get divorced!
Even if I did want to help you, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. Talk to your husband about it, will you? Goodbye, then.
Wait! This is a big problem for me! My parents found out what happened and told me not to come home. I was an embarrassment, they said. But I'm a housewife and I can't make a living on my own, so... I know! Why don't you let me stay with you? You know, like one of those room shares? I won't be able to pay rent, but this time I'll do the housework. It'll be a win-win situation. You've already found a new place to live, right? Tell me your address. Why are these messages unread?
According to my son, the house I left was a complete mess when he returned from abroad. Apparently, there were even cockroaches everywhere. He wanted to divorce as soon as he saw it. He said, Sharon resisted at first, but he managed to make it official a month later. Sharon began working at some company a relative of hers introduced her to and entered a dormitory for employees. But she was so lazy that they eventually had to fire her. I wonder if it's because she's never actually worked a day in her life. After that, she went to the Miami and tried leeching off of some rich man she met. But of course, that didn't go well either, and was tried for stalking charges. What happened to her after that, I have no idea.
Richard, can you come to the hospital today?
Sorry, I'm stuck at work today too. It might be a little tough.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, I've been working late a lot lately.
I guess since I've been in the hospital, you've been really busy, haven't you?
Oh, you think so?
You used to be able to get home on time almost every day.
Well, that's true. But I thought I should work harder for you.
What?
Because of me, you're bedridden. We're going to need a lot of money from now on too. I want to make money while I can.
It's already happened, so don't worry about it. If you collapse too, it could make things even harder. Don't work so hard.
Vera, I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you and support you for the rest of my life, so please forgive me.
You don't have to apologize anymore. It's okay.
It's not okay. If I hadn't made that wrong turn, you'd be able to move around right now. I'll never forgive myself.
There's no point in regretting the past. You must be in a lot of pain.
Well, I can't sleep at night just thinking about the accident. But it must be harder for you. You had to quit the job you love so much.
Well, yeah, it's been hard for me too. But I'm just happy that you're okay.
You got hurt badly, but miraculously, I only got a scratch.
Hey, will you come visit me tomorrow? I have some things I need you to bring from home.
Sorry, I can't come tomorrow either.
Oh, you have to work late tomorrow too?
I have a meeting with a client in the evening. I have to take him out for drinks.
Richard, you work too much. Can't you go home early sometimes? Your wife is in the hospital. If you tell your boss what's going on, he may cut you some slack.
No, I don't think that's possible. Everyone at work is so busy. I can't ask for special treatment just because a family member is in the hospital. Besides, if there's something you need, why don't you just ask your mother? She doesn't work, so she's free, right?
Well, maybe she can spare some time, but she can't drive. She wouldn't be able to carry all that stuff.
What about your father then? He has a car, right?
My father can't come. He's on a business trip overseas. You knew that, didn't you?
Oh, he was? But you know what? You can't depend on me all the time.
I can't depend on you. You're my husband, right?
Yes, but... Stop bothering me so much. I'm working for you, you know.
Okay, I'll ask my mom to bring me a few things.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to.
But you're talking kind of crazy.
Huh?
I don't know if you're worried about me or if you just don't care. I hate to say this, but maybe you're planning not to come to the hospital ever?
Huh? There's no way that's true. I'm more worried about you than anyone else. I'll definitely come visit you when things settle down at work.
Well, that's good.
To be honest, I don't want to go to the hospital for now.
Huh?
I don't feel comfortable seeing my mother-in-law.
Why?
Think about it. I made her precious little daughter bedridden. I bet she still hasn't forgiven me.
That's not true. My mother and father both see it as an accident that couldn't have been helped. They don't blame you.
No, I'm sure both of them really resent me. If I were your parents, I would never forgive me. I would think that they would want me to divorce you.
Don't worry. My parents would never ask us to divorce. In fact, they want us to continue to support each other. So don't be so negative. Let's both do our best to stay positive.
Huh? Well, yeah. Oh, I have to go to a meeting soon, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay, good luck with work.
Sorry, Vera. I'm working late again today. I'll eat out, so you don't need to make me dinner.
What? Are you going out for drinks again?
Well, it's not really a drinking thing. It's more of a work thing.
I see. My mom made your favorite dish today.
I'm really sorry. I'll have it for breakfast tomorrow.
Okay. I'll ask my mother to put yours in the fridge.
Listen, Vera, why don't you go back to your parents' house?
What? What do you mean?
Your mother came over today. She's taking care of you, right?
Yes, but...
I don't want her to have to come over every day. I feel bad for her. She can't drive, so she takes the bus, right? Then maybe it would be easier for her if you went home.
That may be true, but my mom doesn't work, so she has time. She says it wouldn't be hard for her to make the trip for her daughter.
No, I'm sure she is pushing herself.
I doubt that.
It'd be terrible if she collapsed from exhaustion. I think it's better for you to stay at home and be taken care of there.
But I want to stay here if I can.
Why?
Once I go back to my parents' house, I get this feeling I wouldn't be able to come back here.
That's not true. With some rehabilitation, you might be able to move around in a wheelchair, right? Then you can come back.
Well, yeah.
I understand you want to stay home, but I think it'd be better for you and your mother, for you to stay at your parents' place for a while.
But during that time, we'd be apart, right?
Well,
Having an accident like this one made me realize you never know what's gonna happen in life, right? I want to be with the person I love as much as possible so I don't regret it later.
you're overreacting, aren't you? Accidents like that don't happen often. I'm more worried about you. I'm worried about you living alone in the house when I'm away most of the time for work. What if you get sick when your mom is away? What if you die with no one there to help you?
No, I think you're the one overreacting.
Then what if there is a big earthquake? Vera, you would never be able to escape by yourself.
That's, you won't know until it happens.
No, of course you wouldn't be able to escape. You're bedridden. If you lived in a house, you might be able to roll or crawl away. But we are on the 4th floor of an apartment building. You can't take the elevator by yourself. You can't even use the stairs.
So you want to move out?
Huh?
You mean I should live on the 1st floor of an apartment or in a house?
No, I'm not sure why you're suddenly talking about moving.
Then I'd better make an effort to stay in my current place, right? If I go back to my parents' house, my mother will be responsible for all my care. Even though I have a husband, you. Isn't that a little crazy?
But let's be realistic. I hardly ever get to go home. I have to work overtime every day, and on my days off, I get calls from work.
Look, maybe I've said this before. Can't you find a way to make some time away from work? Your wife is bedridden.
Don't be selfish. I'm working my heart out for you.
I know that, but...
Anyway, I'm worried about you. I think it would be safer if you stayed at your parents' house. I'd be able to concentrate on my work too.
Richard, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I'm not. I'm asking you to go home for your own good.
I doubt that. It just seems like you're using work as an excuse to get away from me.
Vera, sorry.
What?
You were right.
Huh?
To be honest, it's hard for me to be around you.
What?
When I look at you, I can't help thinking about the accident. I feel like I'm being blamed all the time, that it's my fault you're having a hard time.
No one is blaming you, Richard.
I can't break it down like that. You should feel how I feel when I'm tormented by guilt every day.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, but this is how I honestly feel. I want to be away from you right now.
You're dumping me?
I didn't say I'm dumping you. We're just going to live apart for a little while.
For how long?
I don't know. Well, until I feel better, I guess.
Okay. I'm going home.
Thanks, Vera. I'll come for you at some point.
I won't hold my breath.
Don't say that. But if you want to stay there, I won't stop you.
You're still trying to get rid of me.
That's not it. I mean, I want to respect your wishes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm going to ask my mom to move some of my stuff out to my parents' house. Richard, it's been a while. Is this a good time?
Oh, Vera.
What are you surprised at?
I didn't know you were alive.
Huh? You thought I was dead?
No, I haven't heard from you in a while. You were bedridden. I thought you were already gone.
That's rude. I'm bedridden, but I'm full of life.
Oh, yeah.
When are you going to come for me?
Huh?
You said you'd come for me when you felt better. It's already been 6 months since then, right?
Sorry, I've been busy at work. I've been working late as usual. I'm sorry I haven't been able to see you.
You're lying.
What?
My mother told me.
She told you what?
She said you've been bringing a woman to the condo. When my mother went to pick up my things, she saw you and a young woman going into the apartment.
Oh my god.
You're such a jerk. You sent me home to live with my parents so you can live with your lover, right?
Well, okay, I guess there's no hiding it now.
So you admit to cheating on me?
What can I say? You went home. I was lonely too.
What? You told me to go back to my parents' house.
Oh, your mother has bad timing. If she hadn't come to the condo such an awkward time, you wouldn't have had to suffer so much. You would have been able to leave this world without ever knowing.
You know, I'm not going to die so easily.
But I'm divorcing you. You don't want to come back to me now, do you?
You lied about being busy with work and sent me away to my parents' house. You were planning to dump me from the start, weren't you? If there was another woman, you should have told me honestly.
There's no way I could tell you that. You'd get hurt.
I don't want your needless concern. You didn't want to pay the compensation for the affair anyway, did you?
If it's compensation, I'll pay it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life taking care of a bedridden wife. If I can get a divorce and be free, I'll pay you whatever compensation you want.
Okay, that's fine with me. Let's get a divorce.
I'm glad you're a reasonable woman.
But your life is over.
Huh?
No, it's nothing.
What do you mean my life is over?
Nothing. Good luck with your new wife.
Hey, Vera! Don't ignore me! Hey!
Richard, what are you all frantic about?
You did it, didn't you?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb with me. A real estate agent came to the condo out of the blue today.
Oh, that's right.
You've got to be kidding me. You sold the condo without my permission. What do you mean you want me to leave at the end of this month?
Because that condo is mine.
Huh?
Oh my, did you forget? I bought that condo when I was single. The mortgage was paid before we got married.
Oh.
Are you okay? Did you hit your head in an accident and lose your memory? Of course, it's in my name. And since I bought it before we were married, it can't be joint property of the couple. Whether I sell what's mine or not is up to me, right?
Oh, come on now. I was going to start a new life with my girlfriend in this condo.
I guess you're out of luck. You won't be able to live in that place any longer. You'll have to find a new place soon.
You're an ogre. Selling the house to spite me for leaving you?
Oh well. What's the use of owning a house I can't ever live in?
You don't live there, but I still do.
Why would I let a stranger live in my house? Why don't you just take what's yours and go?
Damn. Okay. I'll find a bigger and better place. Vera, what is this? My mother-in-law and the movers came earlier. They took away all our furniture and appliances.
What about it?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm still living here. I can't live in an empty place.
That's why I told you to get out of there.
It's not that easy to find a place to move. I mean, why are you taking our stuff without permission? We were using the furniture and appliances together, you know.
Oh, they should have only taken out what was mine.
Huh?
I only had the stuff I bought when I was single moved out.
When
we got married, you didn't have any savings at all. We started our newlywed life by you moving into my place. But I left the toaster oven that we got after we got married.
Oh, come on, just a toaster oven?
You can bake bread with a toaster oven.
You know what?
You're working a lot now. You must have some money saved up. Why don't you buy her some new appliances?
Oh, give me a break. If I had to buy everything again now, it would cost me a lot of money.
Then why don't you just live in her house? Then you wouldn't have to look for a new place. And you wouldn't have to buy new furniture and appliances.
I don't know what the problem is. She doesn't let me come over to her place.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Huh? What do you mean, sure? You know something?
I heard she has a husband.
What? No way.
Oh, you didn't know? I think she has 2 kids.
Kids? Oh my god.
You really don't know?
I didn't know anything about that. I thought she was single. Oh my gosh, was I tricked?
Oh, no. It goes both ways, doesn't it? You're married too.
Yeah, but...
By the way, Richard, haven't you been in touch with your girlfriend lately?
Huh? Come to think of it, she doesn't pick up the phone when I call her. And my messages haven't been read.
I think her husband has found out about the affair. I'm sure he'll file a claim for compensation soon.
What?
Of course, I'm going to demand my share of compensation too. Make sure to pay up.
Wait a minute. How do you know so much about her?
My mother told me.
Your mother?
She hired a detective agency. They checked out a lot of stuff for us.
Oh no. My gentle and calm mother-in-law.
You underestimated her, but she always suspected you.
What did I do? I didn't show any signs of suspiciousness.
She was dumbfounded. I thought it was crazy too, even when I was bedridden and hospitalized. You didn't visit me at all, citing work as the reason.
Oh.
But I guess you lied about your job. While my mother worked so hard to keep me company, you were going on dates with your girlfriend.
I can't believe it. You found out about everything. What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know.
I was supposed to divorce you and start a new life. My whole plan is screwed up. Hey, Vera, can we just not get divorced?
Excuse me?
I'll never cheat on you again. I'll take care of you.
No thanks. I don't want a piece of trash like you taking care of me.
Don't say that.
I was devastated about being bedridden after the accident. But thanks to that, I was able to find out who you really are.
Vera, I'm begging you. I'm really sorry, so please forgive me.
Goodbye, scumbag. Don't ever show your face again. After that, Richard persistently contacted me. He kept trying to get me to get back together with him. With the help of a lawyer, we were able to get a divorce. I was also able to get compensation. As expected, my ex-husband was also charged compensation by the husband of his lover. He even had to borrow money. Now he lives in a shabby apartment with very cheap rent. He is working part-time in addition to his day job, and he is working without rest. As for me, I have been bedridden for a long time. Thanks to my efforts in rehabilitation, I am now able to move around in a wheelchair. I can only thank my mother for supporting me. I will continue to do my best in rehabilitation, and when I am able to go out, I would like to go on a trip with my mother.